Good evening, fellow citizens. I don't usually do this, but I think that it has become critical at this point that people speak up, that moral society rises to the occasion, that we speak, abhor, resist the ills against our democracy, the wanton rape of our democracy. Tomorrow, the 31st of January, is an election day. We are voting for a new member of parliament for the Ayawaso West Wuogon constituency. We have witnessed a bizarre attempt by the Electoral Commission to wrap surreptitiously the mandate that tomorrow the people are going to give to the NDC for the MPP. In December 26 or 28 thereabout, we wrote to the Electoral Commission requesting for a detailed register that we are going to use in the elections. And as you may be aware, after the 2016 elections, we have not conducted any registration exercise. Neither have we opened the window for voter transfer. So it was expected that we will have a consolidated vote consolidated register ready for the elections. Now, we did this with the intention that we would go into this election with all vigilance and preparedness. So as part of our planning, we needed the register. We requested the EC give us the register. Now, on the 25th of January, when we were wrapping up printing activities at the press, we identified that the register that we were using for the elections, there are some discrepancies. The one they gave us in December was significantly different in number from the one they have printed for the elections. When we did the analysis, the numbers had changed from 87,580 to 88,745. We thought that the 1,165 votes was too significant to be swept under the carpet. We decided to approach the EC and seek explanation. We spoke to their officials. The explanations were not clear enough, so immediately we wrote a letter to the Electoral Commission for further explanation and also to provide both in segregated portions the proxy list, the transfer voter list, and the special voter list. From 26 till 29, 5:30 p.m., we had been on the officials of the EC almost every single day. On the 29th, our Director of Elections, acting, was in the offices of the EC from 12 p.m. He was able to secure the special voter list, the transfer voter list, and the proxy voter list only at 5:30 p.m. We think that is most unfair. We think that that is most unacceptable. We think that the principles that the EC is supposed to work with, which is integrity, fairness, and transparency, is heavily being encroached. We think that the MPP and the EC perhaps are working some things under the sleeves to rig the elections that is supposed to be conducted tomorrow. We think that all these schemes are a grand scheme to steal the mandate of the people, to steal the mandate of the NDC. Fellow citizens, I am doing this video to indicate that even the information that we got yesterday was even suspicious than what we earlier on calculated. You had about 1,128 people on the special voter list. As you may be aware, the law classifies who votes on the special voter list: the security officers, the EC officers, the journalists who perhaps may be on assignment during election day. And in such cases, they are not deleted from the register. They are sent on a special list to the various polling stations. That list has their barcodes So the BVR machine is used to scan their barcodes, and the verification is conducted, and they vote in those constituencies. After voting in those constituencies, there is no way they come back to their original constituency to cast their votes. In this case, Ayawaso West Wuogon. Their names are kept on the register and they are never deleted from the register. In fact, they are not segregated at all. So when we wrote to the EC that we wanted the register for 2016, we were not requesting for an incomplete register. We were not requesting for a disaggregated register. We were requesting for a composite register for the constituency. Now, it's Dr. Bosman and Jim Mensah telling us, the NDC, that after 2 years of conducting the 2016 elections, they had not consolidated the results. Granted that they had disaggregated it in 2016. Are they telling us that they had not done that as of December 2018? And why is it the case that when they gave us an incomplete register, they didn't tell us that this register was incomplete and that we should expect some special voter list and some proxy list? Why didn't they tell us? And why is it the case that 3 weeks after giving us the incomplete register, when they realized that there was a need, they have added some register, they didn't even create the impression that they have added something, and that it took the vigilance of our agents at the printhouse to identify that some 1,165 votes have been inserted. Indeed, we sought for explanation, but the explanation the EC is giving to the deputy in charge of operations, Dr. Bosman, is rather even bizarre. They have gone out on a spree to attack the NDC, to call us all manner of names. We are attacking their integrity and so on and so forth. But the fact of the matter is that this commission, the Electoral Commission, and the Deputy Dr. Bosman, they are just acting like appointees of the MPP government. And they act on the whims and caprices of the MPP. And they have shown that time without number. I have read their statement, and I have never been depressed. Having the state institution, an independent arbiter in an election, write such statement, attacking a political party, I think that is the lowest that the Electoral Commission can go. Now, this is what we are saying. We need answers. The answers are: one, what are the composition or what constitutes that 1,128 special voters? They should disaggregate them into how many of them are police officers, how many of them are EC officers, how many of them are media people. We think that the 1,128 special voters list is rather too high for such a small constituency like the Ayawaso West Wuogon. Perhaps we have to know where the barracks are, where the officers are living, and how come we never knew about this list until just yesterday? Those questions must be answered. They still remain unanswered. Now, they claim that it is untrue that we didn't know the numbers. But they themselves, in the same letter, had agreed that they gave us an incomplete register. So why will you give the MPP a complete register and you give the NDC an incomplete register? All we are saying is that integrity, fairness, and transparency should be the guiding principles of the Electoral Commission, as it has been since its establishment. We are besieging Jim Mensah, Mrs. Jim Mensah, and Dr. Bosman Asari, that we cannot continue on this path. We cannot continue on this path. We need to build state institutions, build structures that respond to the needs of our democracy. If you want our growing democracy, we need to collaborate. We need to agree. We need to do things transparently. We need to protect the democracy that we have so cherished. Tomorrow, the NDC will be going for the elections. We are 100% sure that victory is going to be ours. The only thing standing between the NDC and our victory is the rigging of the elections by the EC and the MPP. Now, the note of caution we are sending is that the NDC is going to resist any attempt at all to steal the mandate of the people. The people of Ayawaso West Wuogon have resolved that they are going to vote against the MPP, not only because they are fed up with the lies and the disappointment of the MPP, but also because they feel that they bear the burden of the nation, the burden of misery, the burden of hunger, the burden of poverty, the burden of disease. And they have to show the MPP government that the time has come, that they cannot continue to deceive the people all the time. Yesterday, they held a rally and the president was talking about some 41 achievements that his vice president put out. I have never been so disappointed. I have never seen this kind of monumental fraud in governance. This is the biggest Ponzi scheme ever operated in this country. The vice president in the first 100 days of the administration in 2017 indicated that they had achieved 100 achievements in 100 days. So they couched the slogan, one day, one achievement. Now, after the one day, one achievement, constituting 100 achievements in 100 days, in 2 years, 24 months, 730 days, these same people come to us and tell us that they have achieved 41 achievements. So it's only the MPP government that suffers diminishing returns in terms of achievement. So the achievement keeps on reducing. So by the time they get to the 4th year, then they will not have any achievement to show. This is the lies that the MPP are perpetrating. And that is why the people of Ayawaso West Wuogon are resolved. They have risen in earnest to vote for Delali Kwesi to represent them in parliament, and also to show the MPP that they cannot continue to rule them with deception and lies. Indeed, we had picked notice that some invisible forces, Delta forces, Kandahar forces, are being brought to intimidate the NDC, to put fear in us, so that our people do not come and vote. We are sending a note of caution to them. We are ready for them. We will be waiting for them in Ayawaso West Wuogon. They should come and intimidate. We know they can attack the cause of this country and nobody will do anything. A sitting judge will run out of the court like he's being chased by a dog and nobody will say anything. We know that they can beat the National Security Coordinator of Ashanti region and nobody will say anything. They can even threaten the president and nobody will say anything. But they should come to Ayawaso West Wuogon and come and do that. And before I wrap up even with this EC thing, when we did our preliminary checks from the 1,128 on the special voters list, we realized that some 713 of them are voters in Tema West, Tema East, and Tema Central. And we have also heard that they are bringing people from Ashanti region, from Central region, who do not have voter ID cards or who do not vote in Ayawaso West Wuogon, and to get them to come and vote in the election. Please, if you are watching this video, wherever you are, if you know anybody who is joining a bus under the pretext of being given some 500 cedis to come and vote, please send a note of caution to that person. Let them know that as they come, we are sorry, we may not tolerate any attempt to rig the elections. And for that matter, we don't know, and we can't guarantee that they may be safe even as they are coming, because what they are coming to do is illegal, it is stealing, it is against the laws of this country. And if the police are not going to protect us, we are going to protect the ballot ourselves, and we are going to protect our people. Tomorrow, if you are watching me and you are from Ayawaso West Wuogon, you are an eligible voter, you have voted in the Ayawaso West Wuogon constituency, do not be deterred. Come peacefully and come and cast your vote. We shall protect eligible, lawful, legally mandated people who are supposed to vote in the constituency. And we shall make sure that they vote rightly for the candidate who is deserving to lead the people of Ayawaso West Wuogon. And that candidate is Mr. Delali Kwesi Bempong, who is #1 on the ballot. Let's meet tomorrow in Ayawaso West Wuogon. Let's show the MPP and the EC that beyond their shenanigans, beyond their surreptitious means they are trying to put in place to steal the elections, the NDC is going to remain victorious. Long live Ghana, long live the NDC, long live Ayawaso West Wuogon, long live Delali Kwesi Bempong. Thank you very much.